has requested a trade and he wants out of Portland. Now, ideal team he wants to go, well, we'll find out shortly. I think Milwaukee would be a good team for somebody like Damian Lillard. I think he would fit well there playing alongside Giannis. I think they would be a scoring powerhouse. And at the end of the day, Damian Lillard has been there for a while. He's shown this team enough loyalty, and it is time for him to move on and solidify his career. A guy of Damian Lillard's stature, all he's contributed to Portland and the city of Portland, he's done his time. He's gave him his time. He's gave him his effort. He's always played hard. And I think a guy like Damian Lillard should go somewhere where he has the opportunity to finish his career with at least one championship, so he can say, hey, I won a ring and played a, very pivotal role in completing the task. And plus, he's from Oakland, and I want him to, finish his career with at least one ring alongside Jason Kidd and Gary Payton. And Damian Lillard has always been a class act, despite, growing up in deep East Oakland, because I know the area he grew up in. That's a really rough area of deep East Oakland, Brookfield. So like I said, he's been loyal. He's been loyal to the organization, and I think they should give him what he asked for. I know that they acquired, somebody in a big time free agent signing, but like I said, he's done his time. At this point, you just can't see Portland winning it all, or even being in a position to win it all. They just don't have. They just don't have the personnel. And this is what I was saying a while back about the NBA when I was saying they need to fix their collective bargaining agreement to where they can at least allow teams with smaller media markets to be able to spend more money on free agents. And I think they should pay an incentive to free agents that decide to play and stay in smaller markets just to make the league a little bit more competitive. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, players want to play in certain markets, especially if they feel that they are a superstar and they're one of the best players in the league. Like I said, you have 32 locations for NBA teams. So at the end of the day, you have smaller markets, you have big markets. And Denver is a smaller market team that won an NBA championship. Now, I heard the ratings wasn't that good for this year's finals, and that's the problem. And this is something that the NBA needs to do, and they need to fix to draw more interest and get fans, especially casuals, to watch certain teams from certain parts of the country. But getting back to Damian Lillard will cross the 20,000 point mark, this year. And that'll be a milestone, crossing the 20,000 point mark. And like I said before, he's been loyal to this organization. If he wants to go somewhere, they should give him what he asked for. I made several videos, a few videos saying that Damian Lillard need to consider going elsewhere. I know Damian Lillard has spoke out against this quote unquote super teams, which, by the way, to be honest with you, there's no such thing as a super team. You just got to keep it 100. If they sign a free agency, they have every right to go there. If the league allows these players to go certain places, if the collective bargaining agreement allows players to go certain places, then, like I said, free agency is free agency. So I'm kind of, quote unquote, not in belief of the so-called super team theme. I think it's BS, to be honest with you. But I think there'll be a lot of suitable takers or people interested in Damian Lillard. And Damian Lillard needs to go somewhere where he has a chance to compete for a championship. Like I said, Milwaukee, as far as bringing him home to the Bay Area, that wouldn't work because the Warriors now have Chris Paul and they have Stephen Curry. With Stephen Curry, from what the reports are saying, he's moving over to the two guard, which once again the Warriors are going to find themselves having the same problem. They're going to be having a small lineup every night. More than likely Chris Paul at the one, Stephen Curry at the two, Klay Thompson at the three, Wiggins at the four, and then Draymond, depending on who the matchup is, playing center. So, or they're gonna alternate the rotation. But like I said before, I wish, I would love to have Damian Lillard playing alongside Stephen Curry. But they games is a little similar because Damian Lillard, to me, he's more of a two than he is a one. But that's neither here or there. But depending on what happens with the Clippers, I mean, you've been hearing the Lakers. It's a lot of teams that could use the services of Damian Lillard to make them more competitive. You're hearing the Miami Heat. So there's a lot of options out there for Damian Lillard, but it just really comes down to what he wants, what the team wants, and what they can get for Damian Lillard as of right now. But I think the Bucks are a candidate. I think the Bucks are a candidate, but once again, you wonder, do Damian Lillard want to go from small market to another small market? Because Wisconsin, Milwaukee, that's a small market team. But if he's seeking a championship, then Milwaukee would be a suitable choice for him. So let's see what happens. Anyway, appreciate you guys tapping in. I'm out.